Hey, so I had the dirt bike out at the drag strip there the other weekend, and just for the fun of it, I just wanted to see if I could actually launch this thing in third gear from stop. And the old Michelin here took a bit of a beating, but not as bad as what I thought it would be. It's got some feathering and stuff on the knobs, but actually, normally I've got a Maxxis tire on this bike, and they smoke more on asphalt, so I give that tire a bigger thumbs up for all-out smoking. But I actually bought another swing arm for this bike that I want to extend, and I do want to go back to the track one day with a longer swing arm and a drag tire. So all this ruckus I raise with the dirt tire on there on the strip, it's just for fun and stuff, you know. But anyways, we're going to have a look at some of the stuff for the long travel suspension. So these are the wheels that I want to use. I actually picked these rims up from Jegs, and they weren't even all that pricey. And lots of offset options and stuff. Chevy bolt pattern. So, and these tires, some of you guys have already seen these. It's really a sand tire, but I'm thinking for dirt and snow and mud and the stuff we have out here, they should work pretty good. But I'm going to lay this wheel face down here, and then we're going to go through some of the stuff here. So this is an aluminum hub that this bearing carrier just slides through. So here's the studs. But I'm going to lay this in here, and I'm just going to give you an idea how this stuff fits together. So this is also the disc brake mount here, all these bolt holes here. So I'm going to take the bearing carrier now, and it's all sealed up to keep the dirt and stuff out. So pretty heavy duty unit. So I'll slide that in here. Okay. So brake rotor, I'll just lay that in here. And you can see how the bolt holes all line up there with that aluminum hub. So here's kind of an interesting piece. This plays a key role in mounting the whole wheel assembly to the machine. And right now it doesn't do much, but later it'll make sense in the video what it's all about. These grooves here are important. And also these ears here, they're actually the brake caliper mount. And precision fit, it actually goes around there's a little flange on that bearing carrier, and pretty precision fit there. So I got that on there. 3 bolt holes. So this piece here, it's got a 930 CV joint drive flange on one end, and the other end has got the splines on it, and it just slides right into the bearing carrier. And then of course it's got the big washer and the lock nut that goes on the back side to keep this whole piece in there. And here's a CV joint. I'm not going to be using this one, but it is a 930 CV joint, so you can see where that goes. And now I'm going to show you what these grooves are all about. Remember this plate here I told you plays a key part in mounting this whole assembly to the machine. Okay, so I've got a piece here in my hand that I'm working on, and I made 2 of them right away, but so far it's got some grooves machined on the back side to fit into the groove that's on this plate right here all the way around. So I can take this piece here and set it down in there, and it sits nicely in there. So this is the piece that gets welded to this plate here all the way around. So that's got to get done yet. But this is the part that the A-arms themselves are going to mount to. So I'll just pull this off, and we're going to go look at one that is basically done. I've already got it finished here. So that's this one here. And here's where the the A-arms themselves mount to, one on either side. And this is a bit of a recessed area here. The rod ends need just a little bit of clearancing in that spot there. But I'm going to show you now how I made up those brackets and stuff. This is the brake caliper 4-piston unit from Willwood, and the pads in the box there. So I got everything as a kit, and I found it on eBay, and I think it was under 930 micro stub kit, and comes with everything for both wheels. You know, that saves me the hassle of researching to find out which component matches up to the next component and all that stuff. And so that's pretty handy that way. So back to these brackets here. So these big ears here, those are these pieces here. And what I did is first I made them out of paper just to see how they would fit. And once I got it fitting with paper, then I would mark it on a piece of flat plate. And then I would use my cutting disc and cut them out. And of course I can't cut around a corner with a cutting disc, but I would just cut straight, and I'd cut it here, and then a bit of an angle, and then like that. And then the edges, I would just clean that up with a disc grinder and then a fine disc, just to make it look a little nicer. And also I beveled the edge. You see that? It's got the point on there. I did that just so that the weld has a nicer spot to bite onto. So here too, these pieces, they fit like that. So only one is needed here, but this is just a sample to show you. And those two, I made them first out of paper, and then I would trace them out on some flat plate and then cut them out. And so that's what I've been up to. So I got the second one done here, the welding and stuff, and it's already cooled off. Give you a look at what it looks like. And remember these pieces here? So actually now I can weld them on. Remember that groove? So that fits in there nice. And I'll center it in just the right way so that my caliper is going to end up where I want it to be, you know. Anyways, yeah, cool. So thanks for coming by and having another look and see what I'm up to here.